Good morning. How are you? Namaste. It is an incredibly beautiful spring morning in Michigan. And I just got to a park, a local park, and I wanted to do a little beginner yoga flow with you guys. If you have been apprehensive to try yoga because you think it's too difficult or too challenging or you're not flexible enough, whatever obstacle is keeping you from yoga, I just want you all to know that it is accessible to everyone. And so today's flow, today's practice is kind of a gentle, slow flow. And we are going to just be learning basic things. And I hope you will come along with me for this journey, for this ride in nature, for no other reason than to show yourself you can, and then to be outside, out in this beautiful space with me. So maybe grab some water, a yoga mat, and yourself, and let's do it. All right. I want this to be just like you're with me as much as possible. So we're going to do a quick body scan. So seated meditation, shoes off, shoes on, barefoot, whatever you want today. And if seated meditation, crisscross applesauce, knees bent, if it hurts your knees in any way, you can always add a block underneath your sit bones and bring the earth up. Or you can even take your legs out. Okay, whatever works for you. Just know everything is about listening to your body and being accessible to this practice. So quick body scan here, nice straight spine, hands come down to your knees, and just kind of taking inventory here. Eyes are closed as we start to create this calming breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Starting to feel your belly rise and fall. Starting to feel that air circulate through your body, fill your lungs, finding gratitude for every breath, and notice the sounds around you. Starting to explore your senses here. What are you hearing? What are you feeling? What are you tasting, sensing? And with your eyes closed, what are you seeing? With every inhale, I want you to reach a little higher. And with every exhale, ground a little deeper. With every inhale, reach like a lotus flower, kind of just opening towards the sky. And with every exhale, rooting, grounding into your mat, into the earth. This is all visual. So visualizing these things as you're breathing. A few rounds together. Beautiful. Hopefully clearing out any stuck energy, any negativity whatsoever that's happening. Let's let it go. Acknowledge that maybe it's here and it's been here, but we're just going to let it go for this practice together. Good. Kind of roll out those wrists a little bit. We're going to come into neutral table pose. So knees under hips, wrists underneath shoulders. And think about grounding through the fingertips so we can knock out any of that tension in our wrists, or we can not dump into our wrists. So nice little neutral table, just like your coffee table here, coming around with that delicious morning cup of coffee. Gaze is down towards the mat. Nice straight line from the tip top of your head all the way back to the lower part of your back. Nice straight line. Couple breaths here, guys. Good. Now notice my toes are not curled. My toes are on the mat. Good. Now start to round your spine and tuck your chin on your exhale. And then on your inhale, bring your chin forward, tailbone slightly lifts, creating a little C curve with your spine. Gaze goes forward. Slowly, slowly, slowly in our cat-cows, thinking about exhaling on that round and inhaling as we come forward. Creating space in the top of our back and our shoulder blades as we exhale. Inhale, coming forward. It's all in the spine, guys. So nothing is happening in the arms, nothing is happening in the legs. Just really think about that rounding of the spine. Belly button lifts and belly button falls. Good. Now curl those toes under in that neutral table. Curl the toes under. Just kind of see how that feels, noticing what's happening in our feet today. Just sway those hips side to side. Beautiful. And then coming into playful puppy. So coming on to our forearms, hands are down. Taking our hips, I always want to say booty. Taking our booty kind of back and then planting those feet back down. Playful puppy pose. And you can start to bring your hips all the way down if you want. And then just like a playful puppy, coming up into almost like you want to pounce. So feet are on the ground, forearms are planted, hands are planted, gaze is down. Feeling that nice expression through the lower back. And I like to add some little rocks here. So exhaling and inhaling. Good. Just kind of relieving any tension in that spine. And then meeting in that playful puppy pose. Again, if anything's going on with your knees, you can always double up your mat or add a blanket under your knees. Good. Coming back to neutral table now, we're going to thread the needle. So right arm lifts to the sky. Gaze follows. Left hand stays planted. Both knees are on the mat. Follow that gaze towards the right fingertips. And we're going to do a little dance here. Exhale, bring it through. Think about threading a needle. Inhale, rise. Exhale through. Now I'm noticing I have some tight spaces today in my hip flexors. So as I reach, I feel that left side kind of open a little bit and I'm breathing space there. My lower back, when I thread the needle, I feel a little tension there today. So just notice what you're feeling. And then inhale, that arm rises one more time, and that right arm comes underneath the left, right shoulder down, right cheek on your face falls to the mat, left arm comes forward. Beautiful, you guys. Other side now. Back to neutral table. Left arm lifts. Gaze follows. And then thread that needle. Noticing from side to side how this feels. One more time through. Inhaling and exhaling. We're going to thread that left hand underneath the right, plant the left arm, the left shoulder, and the left cheek. Coming on back through to neutral table. We're going to lower down onto our bellies. Oh, feels really nice to just kind of come on down. Maybe even do a little check-in here. Just have those arms hug behind you, your right cheek on the mat, and just enjoy this nice little moment to just breathe and be. Lifting, planting that other cheek. Good. Hands come back up. You're going to take your left arm long. The right hand's going to plant next to the chest as a kickstand, and you're going to roll into that left shoulder, and the legs are going to follow. So it's a kickstand with the right. It's a shoulder stretch. So feeling that left shoulder open, but be very careful. We never want to force. Once again, breathing into what you're feeling. And always take that knee and bend it if it helps you as well. That right leg can bend and give you another prop. And then coming back through center, other side. Right hand comes long, left hand plants, and we're going to roll into that right shoulder. Legs follow, body comes over to the side. Ooh, I am noticing from side to side, my right side is definitely a little tighter today. So how are you feeling? What are you noticing? You could have a yoga block right here. That would be a nice little place to lay your head or a blanket. Always think about bringing the earth up in yoga. Good, bringing yourself back through center, and we're gonna go to our first down dog. So curl the toes under. Hands will lift us up. Press your hips back. Gaze goes between your legs. Heart shines towards the thigh. Good. About 5 rounds of breath in this down dog. Think about really taking your chest towards your thighs. Gaze between your legs. Fingertips spread. Rooting you, grounding you in. Start to walk your dog out a little bit. And then slight bend in the knees. Hop, jump, or walk forward to forward fold. Now, forward fold, slight bend in the knees. If your hamstrings are a little tight today, and if you can't reach the earth, have a block there, or no judgment whatsoever. If this is where you're at, if this is the level you're at, no worries. We will get there. And as we flow this a few times, you'll notice your body is able to get a little lower to the ground with practice. That's why it's called a practice. Good. Coming back here so you can see me in this forward fold. Yummy, yummy stretch through the lower spine. Oh, letting any tension go. Shake your head, yes and no. Inhale, halfway lifts, take a peek. Exhale, sink a little deeper. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Little back bend, gaze towards the sky. Inhale, those hands come down to heart center. Beautiful. Sweep them up towards the sky and take a little side bend here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. Do that a few times on your own. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. Good. Now interlacing those fingers back behind you. Shine that beautiful heart forward. Feel that yummy chest opener, that chest stretch. Maybe if you've been doing push-ups this week, that feels really nice. If you can't quite get the bind, that's okay too. Just kind of stretch those arms back. Open up the shoulders and chest. Where are your feet right now? Are your feet grounding in? All 5 toes, bottoms of our feet, bottoms of our heels. Good, and then roll those shoulders forward and back. Arms come back up. Swan dive forward, slight bend in the knees. Good, meeting in that forward fold, and then walking ourselves out wherever we're at to a plank. Belly button lifts up towards the spine, or if a plank is too challenging for you today, you can come on your knees, no problem. Good, now before we do a push-up and lower down, tricep push-ups, make sure the elbows are back. Tuck it in. Notice if I'm out here, no. Tuck in. Roll those shoulders in, and then lower down using the triceps. Chest falls, feet on the mat, heart shines forward. Take the shoulders off the ears. Breathe. You don't want to be here. You want to be here. Nice and long. Breathing, breathing. In this stretch, we feel our hips opening, our hip bones, our pelvis, clearing anything that's maybe stuck in our root chakra, our sacral planes, all those lines of energy. Curl the toes under and press the hips back. Breathing, breathing, breathing into that space. Don't miss it, guys. Walk your dog out. Take about 4 to 5 rounds of breath in that down dog before we walk our feet up towards our hands and forward fold once again. Left hand plants, right arm extends to the sky this time for a nice little twist. Right hand plants, left arm spins to the sky, twist on the other side. Notice how nice that feels in your lower back this morning, or maybe if there's any tension, just be cautious. And then rolling up one vertebrae at a time, meeting in Tadasana once again, mountain pose. This time meeting in mountain pose, rooting, grounding through the feet, hands come to heart center. Take a little inventory. Exhale, those arms spin to the sky, gaze follows. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. Inhale, rise. Exhale, side bend. We're going to do that one more time together. Arms come up, slight bend in the knees, swan dive forward. Walk yourself out to a plank or a table pose. Belly button up towards the spine. Engage that core. Core power here. Everything is nice and straight and strong. Roll the shoulders in, lower down. Shine the heart forward. Toes are on the mat. Strength is in the quads. Shoulders off the ears. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Curl the toes under, down dog. Five big rounds of breath through the nose here. Hop, jump, or float, hands to feet, feet to hands. Let everything hang heavy. Shake the head, yes and no. Beautiful. Adding on like we did before, left hand plants, right arm lifts. Maybe add some circles this time. Right hand plants, left arm lifts. Maybe add some circles. Good. Both hands plant down. Inhale, take a little peek. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, roll it all the way up to nice, tall, standing Tadasana. Rooting belly button down, lifting belly button up. Inhale, arms rise, take a peek. Exhale, side bends. Inhale, rise, exhale, side bends. Creating space on the side of our body, super important. One more peek up. Interlace those hands behind, take a little chest stretch. Slight bend in the knees, bow forward, forward fold. Keep the bind this time. Hands are behind your back. Notice the difference. And then shake those hands out, guys. In forward fold, just kind of think of yourself as like a little rag doll. Head is shaking, hands are shaking, and then walk yourself out. Oh, to this final plank here. Inhaling and exhaling all that strength into the belly. Roll the shoulders in, lower down, and shine once again. So that is all I have time for today. Just some basic. That was a sun A. Sun salutation A is what we call it in the yoga world. And how amazing that you just got to add that movement with that breath-body connection. Yoga literally means to yoke, to connect. So I'll be back again. Maybe we'll even flow like a warrior flow. We'll do all sorts of different things so you can start to get on your mat with a little more confidence. Ending today, coming on into a yoga squat so we can seal our practice together. So I like to froggy or kind of shimmy my way into this pose. A lot of times people ask me if their heels have to be on the ground. You could put wedges or blankets under your heels if that's too challenging. The answer is no. Your heels do not have to be on the ground. Notice as I squat into this yogi froggy pose here, my heels are on the ground and my elbows are pressing into the insides of my legs as my hands come together. This is really edgy. This is really intense for me today. My body is feeling like it's more accessible if I come on up to the balls of my feet. That way I can kind of prop myself up a little straighter. So just notice, I don't want to say there's no right or wrong way, but the right or wrong way is how you feel your way into it. How does this feel in your body? Maybe you need some blocks under your tush, under your sit bones. Maybe this just isn't accessible for you today. Whatever feels right for you. Good. Thank you so much for joining me. I like to bring free workouts on my YouTube channel just to kind of give you guys a sense of my style. And I teach both fitness and yoga. And you can always find me at AllieMarieLong.com, Allie with an I, AllieMarieLong.com. And I've got local classes in Michigan, and I do Zoom and yoga on YouTube. So thank you so much, you guys. Have an amazing day. See you soon.